Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 519. Discovered. Xiao Tianye. Attracted by the familiar voice, Xiao Yi immediately raised his head and looked over. When he saw the face lingering in his mind, he blurted out in astonishment. Why was this fellow here? Xiao Tianye was wearing a tattered grey robe. His thick black hair hung loosely over his shoulders, messy and unkempt. His bright eyes emitted an untamable, wild light. The corner of his mouth was slightly raised, and his aura was condensed. He seemed completely indifferent to the crowd's gazes, looking directly at Xiaoyan, who was locked in fierce combat with Hong Xing. Who are you? Black Nether Emperor waved his sleeve, dispersing the vigorous origin key in front of him. He looked at Xiao Tianye with an indifferent gaze, not even acknowledging the latter's sudden appearance. Xiao Tianye's eyes swept over Black Nether Emperor, cold and fearless, showing no regard for the latter's strength. Arrogant. Before Black Nether Emperor could speak, a middle-aged man beside Umaisa roared furiously. He turned and blasted towards Xiao Tianye in midair. Powerful origin key whistled through the air, transforming into countless icy blades aimed at killing Xiao Tianye. Die. Xiao Tianye's expression shifted abruptly. A strong killing intent flashed in his eyes, accompanied by a surge of excitement. He hadn't had a good fight in days, and the violent blood in him had almost cooled. This was exactly what he wanted. Swoosh! Xiao Tianye hurled the green desolate axe at his opponent with tremendous force, tearing a tiny crack in space. A chilling black void energy seeped out, carrying endless destructive power as it smashed toward the Emperor cultivation expert. The moment he threw the axe, Xiao Tianye roared furiously. Golden flame surged wildly in his hand, adorned with countless thumb-sized lightning bolts. In an instant, a lightning spear as tall as a person materialized. Crack! The spear thrust forward, seemingly piercing through space. The origin key at its tip, mixed with lightning, made the entire area tremble. Boom! The middle-aged man had just dodged the green desolate axe when the lightning spear in Xiao Tianye's hand shot through the air. In the blink of an eye, it pierced through the indestructible origin key armor around his body like rotten wood, ruthlessly impaling his abdomen. Instantly, golden blood spurted across the sky. Woo! Ha! Ha! The middle-aged man's eyes widened in stunned disbelief as he stared at the lightning spear through his abdomen. His life force drained rapidly, and his majestic origin key poured out like a ruptured vent. Good boy, you actually possess such strength. Seeing this, Black Nether Emperor raised his brows slightly and let out a light laugh. The 5 fingers inside his sleeve clenched tightly. The next moment, the nearly dead middle-aged man suddenly moved. A red glow flickered violently in his eyes as he let out a low roar. He yanked the lightning spear from his abdomen, ignoring the blood gushing from the wound, and charged madly towards Xiao Tianye. The murderous aura around him was terrifying, just like Hong Xing's. Who is this young man? How can he be so powerful? His aura is exactly like Hong Xing's. What's going on? Their actions shocked everyone. Xiao Tianye's tyrannical strength and the sudden change in the Xuanyin sect masters were too much to take in. Qi! Xiaoyan suddenly blocked Hong Xing's fatal blow. A powerful force exploded, sending Hong Xing flying. Ignoring the numbness and pain in his arm, Xiaoyan's gaze sharpened like a blade as he stared at Xiao Tianye in midair. Why is he here? Xiaoyan was slightly shocked. Seeing the Emperor cultivation warrior fighting Xiao Tianye and sensing the violent ki emanating from the latter, he couldn't help but freeze. Why did this feeling seem familiar? Swoosh! Swoosh! Wu Shaoqi waved her hand lightly. Green flames surged around her body. Ordinary Monarch Emperor warriors didn't dare approach her. Even 2 or 3 Monarch Emperor experts joining forces were defeated by her. Like a fire emperor descending from the heavens, her agile figure flashed. With every strike, a Monarch Emperor warrior was sent flying. Xiaoao's strength had also reached Emperor cultivation. Recklessly fighting beside Elder Xiao, it entangled the other 4 Emperor cultivation level warriors, preventing their escape. For a moment, The entire world was plunged into intense battle. The air filled with origin ki, as if the apocalypse had arrived. Mountains cracked, forests turned to scorched earth, and the ground stretched barren for miles. Soul Demon. Xiaoyan's pupils constricted to pinholes. He finally recognized the source of this wild and violent aura. Whether it was the crazed Hongxing before him, the Emperor cultivation expert facing Xiao Tianye, or the profound serene dragon snake locked in combat with Grandma Bai, the frenzied, violent ki emanating from them was eerily similar to what he had encountered before. The earth-fire profound crystal beast, the heavenly beast he and Jade Fairy had captured and killed. After being controlled by the Soul Demon, the aura it emitted was exactly the same as the auras of these individuals. Swoosh! Xiaoyan suddenly lifted his head, his eyes fixed intently on Black Nether Emperor, who was calmly deflecting Su Jiang's fierce attacks with a wave of his sleeve. Who is it? A trace of shock flashed in Xiaoyan's eyes, followed by endless doubt. In an instant, the doubt cleared, and a wild thought surfaced in his mind. Yav Mu, it's him. A loud roar echoed in his mind. Xiaoyan's eyes turned sharp and cold. If his guess was correct, Black Nether Emperor was most likely controlled by Yav Mu. That would explain how he could command these powerful, chaotic sect masters. The 9 peak disciples were supreme experts capable of controlling a supreme saint. Even the current Yav Mu could easily dominate these Emperor cultivation experts. The profound serene dragon snake was the strongest evidence. Roar! Hongxing's eyes were scarlet as he roared like a wild beast. His enormous fist smashed forward again with simple, brutal force. Space shook wherever his fist passed. Xiaoyan's attacks had no effect on him. His assault remained sharp and undiminished. Get lost. After deducing Black Nether Emperor's true identity, Xiaoyan had no more patience for Hongxing. He roared furiously, his aura skyrocketing. His 5 fingers clenched tightly, joints cracking. Blue lines surged like majestic waves, crashing down from all directions and blasting Hongxing away. Hongxing slammed into a distant, tottering mountain peak, causing it to rumble and split apart. Huge rocks flew in all directions, forcing the experts hiding on the peak to dodge in embarrassment. After punching Hongxing away, Xiaoyan's black hair scattered over his face. His black robe was slightly torn, but the coldness in his eyes remained undiminished. He strode forward like a supreme being. Wherever he passed, Monarch Emperor-level experts from the capital of chaos dodged fearfully, not daring to test his strength. Buzz! Almost at the same time Xiaoyan sent Hongxing flying, a cold light flashed in Xiao Tianye's eyes. His palm struck like world-shattering thunder, violently smashing the middle-aged man before him. The latter didn't even have time to cry out before crashing heavily to the ground, lifeless. Xiao Tianye's black hair fluttered in the wind, his eyes filled with arrogance. Holding the lightning spear, he stood mid-air like a peerless combat king, proud and unyielding. Chapter end. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.